Hi, Nicole Marie Finch here. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is my health and mindset blog, and I'm happy to have you joining me back here again today. And today I want to talk about this struggle of life that some of us want to ignore, some of us want to fix, and some of us just can't seem to get out of. We just think, well, this is just how life is. And here's the thing. As much as I talk about finding fulfillment, finding happiness, finding your stride, being true to yourself, all these great things. Life is not meant to be all rainbows and butterflies. It's not meant to be perfect, or we're not meant to be happy all of the time. It's not supposed to be this nice little box and perfection that we fit into. And there's nothing wrong with having a bad day or being unhappy. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of this struggle. You're not a bad person. You're not doing something wrong. Struggle is something that's built into life. It's meant to be an emotional roller coaster in some ways because we learn more and we grow more that way. And when we try to find perfection, or when we're hard on ourselves, when we're at the bottom of that roller coaster, we take away from the experiences. We make it harder to make it back up to the top of that roller coaster where the good things are happening. We make it so much harder on ourselves and actually kind of makes us dig deeper into that hole versus taking that time to take a step back and honoring the struggle. See, because you were born into this world in a struggle. We all were born via struggle. We are wired to face struggle. We grow and become stronger through struggle. See, when babies come into the world, it's meant to be a struggle. It's not meant to be this easy process. The baby's like, boom, here I am. They come out crying. It's uncomfortable. The baby has to work. The mom has to work. It's a struggle. But it's important because by going through that process, certain functions get activated so they can have more success in this world. They can be healthier in this world. They can have more strength in this world by going through that struggle. And that's a similar process to what we see throughout life. We are not meant to be perfect. We're meant to be imperfect. We're meant to go through some struggle and face some hard times because it prepares us to live life even better in the next round. So when we try to make our kids perfect, we try to make ourselves perfect, when we try to make life perfect, when we expect perfect, it's going against the way we were wired. We reward perfect. You think about in schools, it's very standardized. These tests they have, in college and work. We are as a society where we reward perfection, but that's just not how we are meant to be. We're meant to be imperfect and find some struggle and embracing that and allowing ourselves to feel uncomfortable sometimes and being okay with this. So we can't be babying our kids or babying ourselves. We steal valuable lessons when we do this. True fulfillment comes when we are solving problems. We are happiest when we're facing challenges. So the only way to do that is to have some struggle. You see what I mean? If everything was perfect and life was just coasting along, you're going to start to feel very uncomfortable and unsettled. You won't feel happy because we are happiest solving problems and facing challenges, and that requires a little bit of discomfort, a little bit of struggle. It's how we are wired. So embrace the struggle. Embrace the tough times and then pick yourself up and work through them. Don't stay down there. A lot of times we stay down in these emotional things. We think that something's wrong with us, something's wrong with what we did in the world, we just not deserving. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what it's about. It's about being okay saying, I don't like this right now. I was talking to a friend recently who had a baby recently, and she was telling my story about how she was talking with a friend of hers who was like, this is hard and sometimes I don't like it. It's hard having a newborn. I don't have kids. I don't know. I'll take their word for it. But they were talking about how it's hard and sometimes you don't like it. Sometimes it's not fun. And she was saying how she was telling her friend that that's okay. You don't have to be this bubbly, perfect, like everything's great, it's fine, whatever. You don't feel bad about saying today's not a fun day. It's okay. And that might sound weird coming from someone who says, life is okay, let's have fun with it. But the thing is, you can have a little fun with the struggle. You don't have to be perfect and have everything be perfect to have fun. It doesn't, mean that everything has to be going smoothly to have fun. If fun means embracing what we have in front of us and finding the humor in a little bit, taking some humor and lightening things up a little bit so that we can kind of step back and be like, yeah, today sucks, ha ha ha. But I know that I'm going to get through this and work through this. I know that there's something that I'm going to be learning here. And so maybe I'm kind of saying a little bit, what's that quote from Lion King? Laugh in the face of danger. I think that's maybe Simba's at some point. I think we have to kind of do that a little bit. The point is there's nothing wrong with the downs. Nothing wrong with not being happy sometimes. Nothing wrong with making mistakes and having a bad day. As long as you honor it, learn from it, grow from it, and eventually pick yourself up, just don't get stuck down there. Grow and know it's okay to sometimes not have a good day. You don't have to be this bubbly, optimistic, happy person all the time. You can still have a happy, fulfilled, content, exciting life without every single day being perfect. Because it's not. That's an unattainable, impossible expectation. So if we can just let that go and know that there is a roller coaster that's built into life, we are meant to struggle. We are born to struggle. We are capable of the struggle. We gotta honor that. We were made for that. We can get through it, no matter how bad it is. We can get through it. We have the ability. We are, as human beings, meant and made to make it through the struggle so that we can have the successes that are available to us and the lessons that we can learn from it to have an even greater fulfillment and satisfaction and contentment with life on the other side. So as we enter this new year and start to take on some new things, maybe work on some resolutions. We might have ups and down days, but remember, you were made for this and you can totally do it. I know life is chaos. Let's have fun with it and honor that freaking struggle.